Hey guys, I'm Edward with Everything Kayak. We want to thank you for watching our YouTube channel. And we got a customer in the back staring at me like I'm kind of crazy, so I'm sure he'll stay out of frame. But we are going to walk through some of the add-ons that Native is providing for you, whether you have a Native kayak or Native seat, that can be added to the seats to really help boost up the efficiency of it. The first thing we're going to talk about is the under seat organizer. So very unassuming, looks kind of like this when it's on the shelf. We're going to walk through some of the stuff that it does and then what it looks like. So we are going to tip it up a little bit so you guys can see. What we're looking at here is we have 4 divided sections on top. This left side is going to be stitched a little low. So we talk about being stitched low. When we look at this here, we'll see how well you guys can see it. This is inserted on the seat as so, and you can see this stitch line here. So we put a set of short pliers. We're not going to lose them all the way to the back. If we have a pair of lip grips or a pair of like 9-inch, 7.5-inch pliers, we can shoot them in. They'll go all the way back, and they're not going to hit us in the legs. So again, as you can see here, we've got a pair of pliers set. These are relatively short, not overly long, so we're going to put them in that short section. There's a little D-ring here. Naturally, you could put a retractor or hook this to wherever you wanted on your PFD or your kayak. The lip grips. So since we don't pinch these all the way mechanically like that when we store them because it stretches them, we want to pinch them just like that. That is a little bit wider, but we have a lot of length on there, and that's going to absorb it quite well. It's going to sit down in there. We can get access to that really well. So let's move those out of the way. Now on the bottom, we're going to have 2 compartments. This is going to have a Velcro closure, which is nice because it's not just a single flap. It goes through the D-ring and holds, so you got to really think about it. And all the way underneath the seat here, we're going to have this whole box. This will hold 2 of these. This is a, I got to think, guys. Sorry, it's been a long day. That is a 3600 size box. The one in the back still has a label on it, so it makes it easy enough. That sits down in there, and then we can strap that down. And as you can see, it's not fighting for any space, man. It'll scoot all the way back in. You got to make sure you got the clearance on your seat. On the other side, went with a little bit smaller box, just kind of show. But that one being the 3500 sits in there with no issues whatsoever. One of the cool things you can really see, they put some thought into these. Starting off with this one for the underseat. So again, we mentioned about that stitching. So these are a little shallower on these 2 pockets versus these here. It's going to have a lot of heavier penetration on this side over here. But what we are going to see is these are the pockets underneath where we were putting those tackle organizers. And there's going to be bungee across that. So when we put those in there, even though we're expanding out this pleat, we're going to get a little tension in there, and it's not going to feel like it's completely blown out. It's going to hold some pressure to that box, kind of keep it from rattling and stuff like that. So moving on from the seat bottom, we're just going to spin this around because it'll make it easier for you guys. And they got these nice modules in here. So this is the seat back organizer. We are going to see, if we get in here, this plate. So this insert here is going to give it some rigidity so it doesn't fold down on the seat. There's also going to be a stay in this edge. So when we go to put a tackle box in, it's not going to just buckle over on us. It's going to stay open. So again, that 3600 drops right in there. It's got the little Velcro closure. This is going to be divided between these 2 sections, so you can do 2 boxes. You don't have to worry about one traveling over or falling over on you. And then these little pockets on the back, we've got some mesh, little bungee across the top to keep it contained a little bit. Really cool option. Those have been really good. You could stick a couple soft plastics or something like that if you're running the big ugly bottle of Procure. But bug spray and sunblock are really good options. They're out of the way on the back of the seat. And then one more option that they're offering is, this has been around, and by the way, guys, these are not brand new. These have been around a little while. The seat back backpack bag, dealy, majobber thingy here. It's a seat back backpack. It's been out for a while. Again, we do see the mesh on the back here. And guys, this is coated material, so this isn't gonna pick and pile and pull. It's got that coating over it, so it's gonna be a pretty cool option again. And then also, this piping right here, which is a really cool accent to break up the bag and show the contours of it, that's reflective. So it actually has a little bit of extra use as well. And then, unlike a traditional backpack where a zipper's across the top, this is gonna be down the side, which is kind of weird to think about. Some directions in there. But what we get into is when this seat back bag is on here and we're in our kayak, we don't want to have to unzip over the top and dig in or turn around. Unzipping the side. So imagine this is on the back of the seat. Unzip it, dig in there, get whatever you need out of that seat back backpack, which is quite handy. I would tell you, you could probably get at least two 3700s in here if you're trying to put tackle boxes, organizers, soft packs for baits and lures and stuff like that. But anything you want, a shell, thermal insulating layer, so like a fleece, something like that, or a rain shell, really good opportunity. Throw that stuff in there, have it right behind the seat so it doesn't even take up. It's ultimately space you're not going to use back there, because anything you put in the back of your kayak is going to be past the seat frame, or in this Slayer Max here, it's going to be behind that module, so it's going to take up space that you're not using. So guys, with that said, that is 3 of the seat accessories that Native offers. Really handy setups. Again, it doesn't have to go on a Native seat. Everything uses Velcro. So we pop that off. That can go on the seat rail. And if you shoot up, granted a lot of these are Native boats, but a lot of your seats will shoot back here to another manufacturer. But you can see the open sections on the top of the seat rails. Also even here, to bike you guys around the shop a little bit. This is open, Velcro at the top, Velcro at the base, diagonal, vertical, easy to go, guys. So that gives you the opportunity. They've got a really good product. It doesn't have to go on a Native. I'm sure it's designed and it's great for a Native, but remember guys, use the accessories however they best fit you. You don't have to have that company's boat to utilize them the best. So with that little preach that we did there, thank you guys for watching us on our YouTube channel. As always, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Cheers.